exquisite stuff, guys.
Sensational.
What can I say, guys? It's exquisite stuff. That's me as a porn director.
What can I
guys,
tell you?
What can I say? You guys are doing great. You're doing great.
Goopy,
Your
goopy.
titties, big and busty. Big and busty.
Sloppy
Big
juicy.
cock. Love it. You're really busting on nuts. It's good stuff, guys.
Make me believe this is a good use of my
Busty
juice.
slimy.
You have some chemistry. The way you fuck her eye
Slimy
socket,
bustles.
it's impressive. That's horrifying. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Fucking
that's,
an eye
that was-
socket is
that's,
really graphic.
Yeah, why'd you take
you
it
said
there,
we weren't
pal?
going to get into skull fucking until later.
Yeah, dude, that's
Right.
dude. That's
We're not
on the
supposed to hit
40-minute
skull
mark.
fucking until the 40-minute mark.
That's for the
That's
current
when we get
events
into skull-
section,
I
dude.
jumped a shark there, dude.
Into skull fucks. Dude, it's been cool. We played Apex with a dude that
Skull
like,
fucked
listen,
me.
yeah, skull
fuck
fucked Tony in
skulls.
high school. You'll never believe it, Tony. Skull fucked you in your sleep in high school. You don't even remember it. I guess that's
Oh,
I
surprised
can't
it.
believe
but,
it.
You know, I'm texting my grocery store to make a delivery ASAP.
Future.
Texting my grocer.
Future shit right there.
And by groceries, I mean broccoli only, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh.
Vegetables only.
You're-
From the
You're a herbologist.
my herbologist. I'm
What's her
texting
name?
my alchemist herbologist. But we were playing Apex with a guy that's like, "Oh yeah, dude, I listen every week. I've been listening for months." And I'm just like, "There's people like that."
Oh yeah,
Like
seriously?
there's
That's
people
tight.
like the numbers wouldn't indicate that there's a bountiful amount of those types, but
bountiful,
I mean,
bountiful.
There's some smaller like YouTube channels I found that have about followings as big as our Spotify following and stuff like that, and they have some pretty loyal followers. So it's like, yeah, once you kind of build up a base of 1,000 or 2,000, you're gonna have a few people in there that really fuck with it and just kind of are always
especially
keeping up.
imagine if you've been literally, because we've been doing this for we've been almost at this for 2 years. So imagine if you've been listening for over a year now straight to
Right,
this
yeah.
potty. To this potty. If you have, please write into us. We want to know.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, we've lost Spotify followers. Actually.
How many?
Hell yeah,
We only
dude.
have 1,790. We had 1,800, close to 1,900 at one point. But
That's all right. They're
Whatever.
fake. We don't
Fuck 'em.
want those people.
yeah, imagine
left.
unfollowing a podcast.
It's for the best that they left.
They're fake fans, brother.
How sick are you in that fucking head?
Oh, you have better things to do. with
I
your time?
also do
It takes a lot for me
absolutely
to,
nothing
like-
to promote this. So
It
was
takes
just
so
grabbing
much for me
something.
to unfollow anybody on anything. So it's just
Uh-huh.
like if you're unfollowing a Spotify podcast, you care too much.
We must have
about
pissed them
nothing.
off. We must have said something.
Yeah.
you must have pissed.
We must have had the wrong opinion.
The most starts we've ever gotten on a pod, according to this, is November 3rd, 2020. I don't know why, but I guess we had a lot to say there. I mean, I guess that's the election, but and then we have consistently about 50, I don't know how many listeners a day. It seems to oscillate between
Oscillation.
40 and like 15. So I don't know.
Unprecedented
Oh yeah, we
oscillation.
got up. Our peak was all right. Here's a follower count. Our peak was 1937,
Sheesh.
and then it slowly trickled down. So hey, gender 90% male. Age
We don't like
38%.
girls.
Hey,
Let's
listen to this. This is
go.
interesting. 38%. 38%. 23 to 27.
That's us.
And then 36% 18 to 22, but the 36% that's 18 to 22, 13% female. So we have we have some young female listeners. And then by country, we have in order United States 24,000 streams, Canada 1,900 streams, United Kingdom 900 streams.
Hey,
And then it goes Finland 376, Ireland 360, Australia 348, and then a big drop off to Sweden at 81 after that. But
you know
hey,
I love the Finns.
Australia, tell you right, mate. Glad you're listening.
Right.
Godzilla.
And Finland, what the fuck? We have fucking 400
Imagine.
streams from Finland. I don't.
Finns are crazy, dude. You really
I don't
can't.
know why. I don't know
They're
why.
always in
They came out.
saunas. They just chill there.
But total unique listeners, about 4,971 total ever. So, hey, you know what? Thanks.
All right.
Thanks for that. Maybe I'll start promoting this.
Thanks.
It's all about the authenticity. We're doing it for the three of us to chill, and we can't, I think putting too much effort into like trying to, make it something it's not will make it less authentic. So I prefer
it's like any long-term goal. If you put too much effort in up front, you're going to get gassed out, and we've managed to.
Yeah, we're doing it up for our boy JC. Love you, King.
That's right. Jesus Christ. Anyways, that's a long-winded way of saying if you've been a long-time listener, let us know, because we feel like no one listens to this. But then some people are like, "Oh, dude, love the podcast," and I'm like, "Why?" I mean, I know why, but like, why?
Tell me why. Detailed essay.
If one person can love it, why wouldn't it be popular? Is kind of the idea. But
if one person can love it,
we don't do anything.
One person can change the world.
Try.
If one person loves it, every single person should love it.
It's like how I've been putting in 30 minutes into my TikToks now instead of 30 seconds. And the quality is like 10x.
Yeah.
From just literally cutting it together. It's probably not even 30, probably less than 20 minutes per video when I cut it together.
How long did that the new Call of Duty one take you?
I probably filmed that in less than 5 minutes and edited it in probably less than 20.
So like a half hour, okay.
Yeah, about a half hour total. There was some like it's
overlapping
fucking
audio.
something I can be proud of and watch over and over again because it's fucking entertaining as shit.
No, I love that one. Yeah, that had me cheesing when I woke up today. Peep that.
Which one?
I was cheesing. The one about Vanguard. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that
Welcome
one was
to the
awesome.
new Call of Duty Vanguard beta. Sponsored by Nas X and Mountain Dew. Yeah, that's good shit.
Oh my god,
had me rightfully cheesing in my pants.
Man, fucking.
If that's the term.
Baja Blast.
I think it is.
Speaking
Cheesing
of Mountain
your
Dew,
pants,
cheesing your pants. That's cat pissing your pants.
Yeah.
We got a gentleman over here. We've got a gentleman resting right here. You see this?
Oh my gosh, young bashful squire. Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Ooh, take it easy. There.
Anyway, did that one hit you? That one one get you?
It was
got
Nicki
got.
Minaj.
Did it make your testicles swell up? Your balls?
While you're recovering from that, I want to take actually a second to talk about something that's kind of important to me. And
Hey Tony, shut the fuck up real quick. 1 second.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's not like you to cut me off like that.
It's not like
Pretty
you
out of
talking
character.
after I've done that. Listen, guys, I gotta say something. I supremely fucked up. I forgot something.
Your entire life? Oh, just in this podcast.
What did you do?
Tell us now.
I forgot to introduce the podcast.
Get on fit.
What do we have on the menu today? Sour tangy. That's pretty solid.
Damn it.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen,
Bash is pissed.
it is Monday, September 20th, 2021. Welcome to another episode of Welcome Boke. Episode 103 to be exact. I am your host. My name is Connor Boyd. You may know me from TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. Shout out to Instagram family. We got 10K. Shout out y'all. Really appreciate that. Instagram's the best platform. It's way better than Twitter, dude. Fuck Twitter. Twitter's garbage. But anyways, I'm joined as always by my best friends from the great gateway to the West, St. Louis, Missouri. First and foremost, we have Max Sanza on the show. Max, how the frickin' fuck are you, my friend?
What's good? We're in the cut.
Also on the show, we have. We're gonna get to that in a second. Gonna get to that in a second. Also on the show, we have the most frozen man, literally Frozone from The Incredibles. He's been freezing on us for about a month. It's really sad because I only talk to this man once a week, really. And the fact that he's frozen during most of it, it hurts your heart. But you know what? We persevere through because the woking and the boking never fucking stops. And guess what? I also get to watch him when I edit it.
It's a little
Beautiful
treat.
bastard. Tony Harrop
Gives you something to look forward to.
is on the show today. Tony, how the hell are you, my friend?
Yo, what up, Booger Fart?
That's a nice one.
Yeah, it's your new nickname.
That's good. Good stuff.
I don't know if it's my new nickname, but
Booger
I like
Fart.
that episodically, occasionally.
Yeah, absolutely. Sparingly. Don't wear it
Every
out.
week, you know, we do this. We get together and we catch up in the latest in video games. This is really chiefly, I think, a friendship video game podcast. You know, friendship is obviously the first theme, but video games, I think, is the next thematic tag you would put on this.
Absolutely.
And, you know, other shit, movies, music, current events, internet shit, our lives, whatever. It's a fucking podcast, but guess what? The twist is we've known each other for literally our whole lives. Literally. Like, I've known Tony since I was shitting into a diaper, and I've known Max since before I had pubes.
Shitting into my diaper.
Shitting into his mouth. In the same crib, shitting
And then
into
Max,
Tony's
when I started
mouth.
shitting on the floor.
That was in 7th grade, though. That's why it's a little different.
Hell yeah.
But you know, and we got that chemistry because we love each other. We're a tight unit of boys. And we talk
Chili.
about everything. So if you wanna tune in and be a part of this, as we talked probably far too much about in the beginning of this episode, you can subscribe to us on Spotify or follow us, whichever it's called, and you can subscribe to us on YouTube. If you're listening on Spotify, which there are many of you, and there's only about 400 people following on YouTube. So if you want to give us a little subby just for the love, you don't even have to watch. We'd appreciate that. Also, you can follow us on Twitter at WokenBokePod. I'm not going to spell it this time. And Instagram at WokenBokePodcast to get updates on the podcast every week. And reach out to our Gmail, WokenBokePodcast@gmail.com with your questions, comments, and suggestions. And we will read them on the show. Links to all of these are listed in the show description. Fellas, it is another glorious episode. Welcome back. It is nice to be here.
It is.
Where should we begin with
Yes,
our
sir.
discussions? There's so much to talk about.
We could talk about this wood grain behind me.
Yeah.
Talk about this,
That's
this
fat.
wonderful wood
That's
paneling
fat.
that we've got going on here.
Let's
Yeah.
give it up for the wood
I
grain,
mean, come on.
folks.
Let's give
That's
it up for the
fat.
wood grain.
You
I
guys
truly
don't
love it.
understand.
I actually,
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy is that in that very room we recorded the Star Wars Episode 9 review.
Oh yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
We did
Well,
that back in the
episode
little
12.
nook, in the little bedroom.
Check it out.
And that room, when you
That-
record in that room,
Literally
with just some
right
mics,
there.
it literally sounds like just that. It's so funny how far a little padding of a room will go. It makes
yeah.
it sound like, I mean, you can hear how crispy Max sounds. I'm sure the recording
A little bit of barp it.
off that shore is going to sound crazy.
Oh, dude, it's gonna go
But we
nuts.
recorded that episode in it, and then we also recorded many videos and funny moments there as well. Gotta get clean rakes. You gotta fucking rake it. Box out. Hit him right in his box, right? We gotta get clean hits, right?
Family Guy, funniest moments.
Literally, Family Guy funniest moments compilation level content was shot there.
6 through 9.
It's a legendary basement. Spent probably 68% of the summer of 2017 in that basement.
Legendary times.
Yeah, man. Saw the eclipse
Brother.
at that house.
Oh snap! That's where you were. That's crazy.
Legendary. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was so. Remember that? I mean, we were
Dude,
in
that shit was
Missouri,
nuts.
so it was the perfect place to be for that.
Oh yeah.
And it
For
was
one
just
time,
like
Missouri paid off.
it literally turned to nighttime for 30 seconds and then came back.
Yeah, shit was crazy.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like-
it was like you looked at the shadows that it was putting off, and it felt like you were tripping.
Dude, it was it that summer was is probably one of the more transforming summers of my life, I think, in terms of moving from high school to adulthood, like just that moment. Or I'm sorry, from college to adulthood to full on adulthood. Yeah, I was in high school in 2017.
That was some of the hardest I think I've ever chilled.
Yeah, it was like
Still to this day,
a
some
real
of the
reset
hardest
for me.
chilling I've ever done.
It was a real reset because I did that summer. I broke up with someone that spring, and I fucking went to and then that eclipse, and all four of those things. Shout out, been my family's holiday destination for my whole life. Basically, that's the only place we've gone. It's just like a family that always goes to Applebee's. We've literally always just taken vacation in the same fucking place, which is funny as fuck.
That's what my family does.
Yeah,
Isn't that funny?
Same
We've taken a
Applebee's?
vacation to the same fucking place every time I mean, it's great, but it's like, wow. You only get so many vacations in life. You're going to take every vacation to the same crazy. Like, okay, ordering the same thing at the same restaurant every time is one thing, but going to the same vacation every single fucking time?
Is it like a
Like,
place
might as
you
well
guys
move
have?
there and live there predominantly and then go to vacation somewhere else.
Do you have like do you just stay at a different hotel each time, or is it like a place that you guys have a timeshare or some shit?
No, it's the same resort.
Yeah,
we don't
okay.
have a timeshare. There's no investment we have there at all.
See, my aunt and uncle have a place in Destin, so it makes sense for us
Makes
to go
so
there.
goddamn sense. I love my family so much.
Yeah.
I just want to also say that.
Wait, Tony, I can't remember. Did we end up doing one of those group vacations in like elementary school together?
You and me?
Were you on one of
You were
those?
probably in the 7th grade shit.
When it was just like a bunch of kids from baseball? No, like elementary school. I can't remember because you said Destin, and we used to go to Destin with like a bunch of like my really, really old friends from like elementary school. It was like 5 or 6 families. We'd all like rent houses,
Oh man,
like giant ass houses.
My brain is
I can't remember.
mushy potatoes, so I don't,
Not there.
I don't remember if I recall that.
Oh my god, that's that I could not.
That's why I'm
retweet something
adding-
harder than what you just said. Like, goddamn, I am the same way, man. My brain is. I'm gonna turn into the illusion from like just gripping this every look. Oh my, I'm sorry, folks, but just
Blur
from
that out,
gripping.
dude.
Literally, I will. From literally smoking out of this all fucking day, every day. It's gonna turn me into a literal Snorlax. I'm going to turn into just a sleeping beast.
You remember something that happened to you when you were 6?
I'm just gonna turn into
Yeah. Remember
tray
that
of grits.
distinct memory from 4th grade? No, I don't. It's also my short-term
No, I
memory is
don't.
completely
Well-
fucked. I feel like I'm in it constantly. I've reset the
Yeah.
checkpoint constantly in life. Constantly. I'm just like, what?
Yeah. Well,
I
that's
forget
the,
my water bottle in the break room.
well, that's
Sorry,
the thing is like. Yeah, no, that's just the thing is like that was like the only time in my life where we like vacationed and it was like the same vacation every year. And it was lit because it was just like, oh, all these people like I don't usually hang out with, like we're all just gonna like perpetually hang for like a straight week.
I don't think I was there for
So
that. Must have been.
yeah, that was just the vibes.
Yeah, must have been not invited.
I'm
to that.
also
It's probably
gonna-
like
That stinks.
literally everyone else.
That
I'm
stinks
also
pretty
gonna
bad.
bleep out
All right, dude.
because I don't
want to
want
make you.
I don't want to dox my family. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to interrupt.
yeah. Probably the best.
There's gonna be a lot of censoring this episode.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, cunt.
Yeah, dude. You
Censor
don't
that,
want to get runned up on.
You
Is it a
don't
big
want to get
place?
run up
Is it
on.
like an easy place?
No,
to,
that's why I don't want them.
But if you're on the beach
Exposed.
there, like people are gonna be able to see you a mile each way, obviously. So it's like probably for the
Yeah, I
best,
mean
yeah.
you're just so tall.
No,
so
I don't. Me? Oh,
You're kind of just like
okay.
a lighthouse. Yeah,
Listen, leave me alone.
just like a beacon.
It's like a tall white lighthouse with a red roof.
Hey, I'm telling you, you're a large man.
Max,
It's good.
You
It's a
wrote
good
here,
thing.
need to eat real food, and I like that we just openly refer to our show notes. You know what? Fuck you. It's you know,
We write notes down.
Yeah,
we write some
Fuck
notes
it.
down. We
What are you
try to
gonna
stay
do about it?
organized for you folks.
we're better than you.
because we love doing this. It's enjoyable.
We're smarter than you.
We're smarter than you. Been in a caloric so You said need to eat real food, and I feel that because I have been only eating real food basically, and in a caloric deficit for the last 5 days.
It's great, isn't it?
And this morning I was grumpy. Like I need to probably eat or something. I mean, the weed has helped tremendously, but
Grumpy Grumpster.
But yeah.
Yeah, the closest I've gotten to like actual food in the past 3 weeks has been Chipotle. So like that's how you know.
What have you been eating?
I gotta get my shit together.
Yeah.
Just anything that's served out of a window.
Oh, okay,
pretty
just
much.
going to whatever. Got you.
Yeah, almost primarily that. And then with QT thrown in.
I feel like
here
I've
and
been
there.
bad going to like Chick-fil-A once on the weekend. I'm like, oh man, that sauce is not good for me.
Oh, I hit that this morning.
Yeah,
I
might go
hit
get
that
it
this
after.
morning. Yeah, for sure.
Sure.
Dude, there's so much butter in their biscuits. It's like you pick it up and it falls apart, and it's just like
Did you hear it
I
like that?
shouldn't eat this whole
Turner?
thing, but I'm gonna.
Max, we heard that like
Yeah,
it was, like, slowed
but I
down.
understood it fully. There's so much.
I'm back on Wi-Fi, folks. Back on Wi-Fi.
Their
so
biscuits
good.
are good. Their biscuits and their fries are god damn. They're so good.
Yeah, no, it's like it's so good. The biscuits are so good, but fuck,
Yeah.
Bro, I'm losing my mind.
I got to take a nap.
I thought you were meal prepping.
Oh yeah, me too.
I
thought you were
was,
doing
and then I ran out of time.
Yeah.
But this is like the busiest part of my work schedule, and like next month, and I've been moving, and just dealing with all that bullshit. So like after
some pretty good excuses.
when like yeah, I mean around the time that Connor that you exist and just are a person,
The nexus in space
where
and
you
time.
live,
Yeah.
and nothing else changes. Probably around that time is when I'm gonna actually have time to.
Got you. It's okay. I'll just. It's
about-
okay. I don't think anyone's gonna know what you're talking about. I don't think anyone's gonna know what you're talking about. That was fun.
No. Once work slows down, I'll actually have time to go to the store again and like get back into that shit. Because I've been also like just kind of picking recipes. Because the one that I started on, I didn't really care for.
Right.
And well, I mean, like the veggies was cool, but like I fucked up the chicken. So
Do you have a?
probably gonna, like stick to like curries or something.
Does your aunt have a slow cooker or an instant pot? Not slow.
I
fast.
do actually
you
that
do.
I
There you
haven't
go.
opened yet.
Ooh, you should.
And I'm looking to fuck that up,
dude.
for sure.
I cook my chicken.
I'm trying to get on the teriyaki grind.
Oh yeah, yeah. See, I put my chicken in the instant pot. 30 minutes, and I have and it just when I pick it out, it just falls apart like shredded chicken.
Yeah.
And it's
Tony, let me ask you something.
Just falls
Have you
apart.
you've done a cup? You've done a cup before, obviously, right?
yes.
Do you feel on edge like the first week you do it or something?
I mean, it's not like as drastic of a thing as I feel like it would maybe be for you, who's just kind of going for me, it was like kind of just getting into a healthy eating lifestyle and then just gradually cutting back. So it wasn't like, all right now I'm going to go from eating kind of relatively unhealthy to only eating good stuff, So there was no edge at any point for me.
I'm doing the cold turkey style. I'm just
Right.
I'm straight gripping this shit. I'm about to start meal prepping. I just feel like the best thing I can do is just throw mad veggies in.
Yeah.
And that'll just
Yeah.
make me more stable.
It's
Dude,
probably from a sugar perspective, from blood sugar perspective.
The
and
biggest
from a,
things
mood
seem to
perspective,
be
you know?
just replace your carbs with veg and then just like don't eat sugar. Like that's pretty much. It seems like a pretty foolproof
No, I'm
strategy,
pretty much on
at
a-
least to start.
I'm pretty much gonna go hard veg, with lots of lean meat.
Dude,
That's pretty much what I'm.
Yeah.
where I'm
every
at.
single week I buy a shit ton of broccoli, carrots, and butternut squash, and I cook that shit up.
broccoli,
Butternut
carrots, and butternut
squash.
squash.
So fucking good. And then I
Do you just kind of get a?
Huh?
Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say
Do you just kind of get?
oh.
Go speak.
I just cook up I just roast
Speak.
those 3 veggies, and then I cook up fucking 6 chicken breasts, and I divide that into fucking 5 meal prep containers, and I eat that every single week. I'm like military mindset on that somehow, because I lack that discipline in so many other areas, but it's just easy for me to do that for some reason. So
I feel like that's what I got to get into. I just gotta get a medley going and just put it over some rice.
Yeah,
because when I try to like separate all the ingredients, it just becomes like they reheat unevenly, and it just like gets like the chicken gets tough. So it's just like I think I just need to kind of just chop everything up, put it in a pan, and just put it over rice. Make 6 of those.
Well, see, that's why I shred it, because it doesn't, and basically what I do is I just shred all the chicken at once. And sometimes I have rice. I don't have rice right now because I'm cutting, but basically I put the rice in, I put the veggies in, I put the chicken in, and then when I eat it during the week, I heat it up for however long, and then I just mix it all together, dump some, like I have this Asian
Chipotle
sauce
style.
right now that's, it's not like the healthiest.
Asian style sauce.
But yeah, it's not terrible, but it kind of moistens it up. It's just called tiger sauce, so I don't know like what
It moistens the meat up.
but I've actually found some like pretty cheap, just like salsas that also work. Like if you just get any salsa and just dunk that in there, and it gives it the moisture, right? And you just mix it all up, and it's like a bowl.
I like me a nice
It's like a bowl you get from
smooth
Chipotle.
salsa.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's the thing. I just got to get I got to get on the bowl grind because I live for Chipotle bowls, and I just need to make those at home and make
That's
6
basically
of
what I
them
make.
and eat them every day. Yeah, I think that's just where I need
they
to
don't
be.
have carrots or broccoli or butternut squash at Chipotle, but it basically is just meat, veggies, rice. That's what the bowl at Chipotle is.
Correct.
I make it for like
And
a
that's the
tenth of the
thing.
cost.
Yeah, and I'm not a fan of the fajita veggies. So, but I'm big on carrots and brock.
Ooh,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
especially when you get the carrots and the butternut squash, right? It's like they get sweet, It's like it's like little candy.
You don't gotta tell me.
Yeah, especially the butternut squash, man. Like that's a sleeper of a veggie. Like people sleep on that heavy, and it's so good.
Yeah, we're about to go
yams.
crazy on some veggies, on some fish, on some chicken.
Yeah, I'm gonna start
Even a
bulking
steak here and there.
come the new year, and I'm gonna be eating a lot of salmon because I'm weak for salmon. Love that shit.
Salmon.
I bought them for Sam.
Literally
All right.
shove a salmon up my butt.
Let's talk about some video games. What do you say?
Sure.
Such as?
The Call of Duty Vanguard beta that we can't play.
I didn't know you had to buy the game for that, but my buddy was playing it, and he said that it was booty.
As in good or bad?
Yeah.
Booty? No, booty isn't bad.
As right. Okay.
Booty
Makes sense.
cheese.
Booty.
Did he cite any reasons? I mean, it does look kind of booty to me as well.
Well, there's
Yeah.
a lot of reasons, I think. Like, one, the sound design is messed up. It's not as punchy or as good as the current one, which I think a lot of these things are just going
Yeah.
to get worked out. Because if you recall,
They've got
Black
a nice
Ops-
little scam going with the game coming out every year and just filling
Right.
up
Even with-
pockets.
even with different companies making it, it's still like they're not. It's kind of like the Madden games or the other sports games where it's just starting to feel a little recycled. Even though it's probably starting to feel really recycled a few years ago.
I don't know what 2K is, being a 2K fan is like, but I can imagine that's nauseating.
But
Yeah.
remember, everyone fucking hated Modern Warfare when it first came out. Like before Warzone even existed, people were like, "Dude, this sucks." Like the
They
maps
hated
all
it
suck.
after. They were like, "This is one of the worst Call of Duties ever made," and I'm like,
and it's like, bro,
"How are
Warzone.
you serious? How are you serious right now?"
Yeah,
We've already probably ranted about that on this podcast many times.
long time ago.
That's a long time ago.
People hated, or everyone thought Black Ops looked terrible too. The new one. I'm still not crazy about how it looks. But people ended up liking it relatively. So I think the new one will be fine. But yeah, I don't know. Call of Duty probably has to do something to switch it up because I feel like they're too big to fail. They're not going to lose everyone, but they're not going to be like the shooter anymore, the dominant shooter. They have less viewers than like GTA on Twitch, which I was surprised by, but maybe I just underestimate how big GTA is. GTA 5, it came out in 2015, and it's got like 148k 5K viewers on Twitch. I saw last time I looked.
Yeah,
No, that's why they're not making another.
Yeah, same thing with Skyrim. It's like you're gonna keep buying it if we just re-release it. So why would we make a new one?
Just buy it, bro.
But
Yeah,
fucking
man.
speaking of buying it because you're gonna buy it, fucking what's this shit with Halo Infinite not shipping with co-op campaign or Forge? Like those are
free.
coming out later.
Oh, what?
That indicates to me it's
No.
not going to be a very good Halo game.
Yeah,
That
because
made more
they
sense
said
to me.
co-op campaign is coming out 3 months after launch, and then Forge is coming out 6 months after launch. Which
Why don't just put the game out next year?
can we just
Imagine Bungie
finish
doing that
games?
back in the day. Imagine Bungie ever shipping a game that's not a fucking masterpiece back in the day.
Yeah,
Imagine that. Imagine them doing
Well,
that. You can't. You
prefer
cannot.
not to, yeah.
They're insane people. They work to the bone to make
Well,
sure these games are perfect.
isn't it primarily fucking?
They don't ship shit.
343.
Yeah, but a lot of people from Bungie went to 343.
Well, one of the
Oh well, yeah. Then
one
they're
of,
doing a shit job.
one of the lead
Oh my
designers,
god.
you know, or one of the lead cinematic writers from the Halo series, or the cinematic writer for the Halo series, is like one of the lead creatives or lead whatever
Lead
directors of creative
One of
directors
the lead penises.
of this game. But the gameplay looks solid, but it's just like it's still a modern game, AAA title type game. It's still bullshit. You know, it's
Well,
just
I feel
still
like
got that bullshit.
If they delivered us since the movement's different, the maps aren't going to play the same. So having the old maps actually doesn't matter as much. Except for maybe something like Valhalla or like the bigger ones, but like Guardian, I don't know if how well it would play with the sliding mechanics and the faster movement and stuff like that. But
Just imagine if instead of creating more Halos, they put all of their creative and financial energy into just a completely new sci-fi IP that was a shooter, but just more modern, and that's it. Imagine if they just did that instead, and they made it
They kinda shot
battle
themselves in the
royale
foot.
and everything. But it's like they're locked into this IP shit where it's got to be Halo and can only have that gameplay style of Halo. It's like, bitch, fucking Splitgate literally is a copy paste of Halo.
or what if they really went all in with changing the gameplay style, and it wasn't like this sort of halfway where it's like it still looks and feels like Halo, but with like some sliding mechanics, and it was really more like a fucking like just a full change up of the movement and
That's
totally
like
different
what
engine.
Apex Legends is, man. It's like fucking Halo if it's like for modern day. It's got the most modern movement, in my opinion, of any of these games.
Yeah, the mounting is nice. Like the climbing up shit is very easy. Intuitive,
hold that
unlike
shit.
Call of Duty. God damn, that's like the worst part of Modern Warfare is the mounting, not being able to go up a rock that's like 2 feet high.
Right.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
Well, that's a really fucking
Frustrates me to no
annoying
end.
thing about fucking Bungie is that they tried and then they fucked up with fucking Destiny. Like, and you can make the argument that Destiny is good or whatever, but I think there's a difference between a game that someone's addicted to, the game that a lot of people are addicted to, and a game that's like genuinely fun to play. I think there's a very big difference between that.
It
And
looks
yeah, it's
really
just
cool,
like
A plus aesthetics and like thought that went into like,
right, but like
building out
when the
that
campaign
world.
is shit,
when it's just
like
fighting
when the offerings were so
drones
fucking
over
bland.
and over, yeah. And you can't,
Yeah,
you
and it
can't,
boils down to, like-
compete in the multiplayer unless you play a shit ton because your weapons and armor will be trash
Yeah.
and you'll get annihilated without even it doesn't matter if you're good, insanely good at shooters, you will get destroyed because your guns won't even pierce their armor. You have to constantly play it. So,
Which game are you talking about?
Destiny 2, I guess.
Yeah. And that's my
Dude,
thing
and
too
also-
with like for shooters now. Is it just seems like they're all focused on like events and like releasing like really, really high tier like extra content to do. When like back in the day it was just map packs. And that just felt like the way
Right.
to do things.
The game
It was
itself
just
was
like, yeah, here's
exciting.
3 maps. Yeah, she's like, just pay $10 and you get these 3 new, really interactive maps that are really well thought through. And now it's just like, oh yeah, here's a season 11, and also we broke the game putting this in. So have fun.
I remember when Halo 2 had its own map pack in like its own case with like extra content in it.
Oh, with the dual Uzis like this and the flag and the different teams. Yeah, dude, Apex is what you're talking about, right? Like that they fucking they fucked their shit up, apparently.
Oh, it's broken right now, or
like I don't know. They had some collection event, and there's all this rare loot and stuff, and apparently that fucked up the game. But someone was making a joke that like, notice how the store never gets fucked up. There's never bugs in the store.
Did you guys? Oh, well, that's kind of a pivot, but it was like I'll bring this up later, but Cardi's merch store getting hacked and someone buying. Yeah.
Dude, I'm sorry, but no, dude, that shit looks like crap. I don't know what the fuck he's selling, but it looks like some basic shit based on the videos I've seen. It's like a basic bomber from like AliExpress that he put Narcissist on and like a helmet.
Yeah.
And he's selling it for $5,000. And yeah,
he wasn't
people got
supposed to,
scammed. People got scammed out of like $5,000. People were posting screenshots of buying the $5,000 Narcissist helmet.
That's honestly.
But also, you're stupid.
Right.
Yeah, like you're also like that's just capitalism,
collectors.
baby.
They're
like,
degenerate collectors.
Yeah, that's just like
is crazy.
Yeah, I mean the reason
these straight cappy.
That's your gappy.
Cap.
You just cappy.
Sorry,
You're never gonna
take
wear
off
that. You're
on
cappy.
breakfast. They'll just be like, Cap. Cap.
Found the cap.
Cap. Yeah, that shit is funny as hell to me. And apparently he and Uzi were walking around together somewhere. It's like, listen,
holding hands.
Dude, musicians the best ones have to just be annoying as fuck. All of them. Is that the idea? Is that how they market now, by being an annoying fucking asshole?
Yes.
Yeah,
and just
actually
teasing us and walking around doing weird, stupid shit. Like
any publicity is good publicity.
Well, I mean,
I guess so.
yeah, that's the thing. No, negative publicity is good publicity now. Like, look at that fucking chick from TikTok who's like, my life fucking sucks. I have 1 million YouTube subscribers and no one likes my music. It's just like,
oh my god.
And see, now we're talking about it.
Oh my god.
Well, I started talking about it.
That's a fascinating case.
Yeah.
No, she's killing it.
Bud Light?
What the fuck is going? I'm flicking my fucking mouse pad and there's like white indentations going on it. Like my nails are like filing off on it. It's fucking weird.
It's fucking
the shit.
Strange.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a whole made in a lab label just clone.
100%.
That girl. Crazy.
Yeah, she's like, let's farm as much hate as we possibly can.
Yeah. She's like, why are there so many dislikes? And it's a screenshot where she has disliked the video. It's like, they're fucking with you. They're doing this on purpose to get you to say something about it. It's genius. Like, it's really, they're killing it.
Who is this?
It's this girl, Layel. I think she was a YouTuber.
This chick
it's all produced.
Doesn't matter
to me. Her life.
It was one of those things where it's like she was a YouTuber. Yeah, she's like a reaction YouTuber who like gave up and then was just like, I'm gonna make music, and then was just like, no one's listening to my music, which is a bold-faced fucking lie. It was, it's just that the thing that
she was a million.
It's like I don't give a shit that like I don't give a shit that she made that stupid video. Like what I give a shit about is like, this entire strategy is basically like convincing kids and convincing young musicians that like, yeah, dude, if you didn't blow up, you're worthless and you suck and you should fucking kill yourself and you should complain about it. And it's just like, no, I've been told for a fucking decade that this shit's going to suck, and it does. But like, it's also the best. And it's, it's just shit where it's just like, it's raising all these fucking weak motherfuckers who think, well, if I just complain about no one liking my music, that means people are going to like it. And that's how you That's how you get people to
also
like
just-
you. Is you complain
The
that no one
amount
likes
of-
Throw
you.
around the word no one.
And
which-
yeah. Yeah.
What's up?
What were you gonna say?
Dude, fucking no, then you cut out for a second, but you're good. Fucking goddamn, I forgot what I was gonna say. But it was in line with that.
Yeah,
People
like
throw around
kids
the
like
word
giving
no one.
up really easily.
Right, on TikTok, that's what I was gonna say. Is like videos where it's like, I put in hours of work each video and it only gets 400 likes. Meanwhile, Hot Girl 67 gets 1 billy for shaking that boot.
Yeah,
It's
make
like-
something better than tits or ass. Like, just,
which
that's
is
the
hard
catch.
to do.
Yeah,
Hard to do, but
Like,
welcome.
sorry,
It's hard.
those are two things that a lot of people like.
boys and girls.
And you
like,
can't. It's hard
Yep.
to compete with.
It's
you know
kind
what
of
I'm
like a
saying?
universally loved thing, boobs and ass.
yeah, and you're not
Yeah.
entitled to people liking your shit. So even if
Right.
you put 1,000,000 hours of effort in it,
Yeah.
you can still suck ass.
Yeah.
Right, man.
And it's like-
subjectively, you know.
Subject.
One of the hard parts of life is just accepting that hot people exist, and that's really it. Like that's just kind of it. It's not a thing that you have to develop a complex over, but you just kind of got to accept. Just being like, oh yeah,
Hot people do exist.
people are hot. That's
Right.
yeah.
And
That's just
fucking-
it's a constant.
This girl that went to my high school that I follow on Instagram, like I just do it almost out of like, I should just unfollow because it's like, she's always posting to a story and I always see it and I'm like, damn, she's just literally partying every single day in like a new exotic location, like obviously just rolling in, money from getting sponsorships and all this kind of stuff. And, who knows, maybe she put in
Cash
some
and
hard
checks.
work, but she was also just gifted with being insanely hot. So, and that's not my fault or her fault or anyone's
That's
fault.
a
It's just-
talent in and of itself.
Yeah.
Being beautiful.
That's true, yeah.
It's just
And,
how it goes.
Eat right and exercise and all that kind of
You
shit.
do got to
I guess.
maintain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
That's the
know
thing.
how
It's like
go.
that's the
With
only-
the skin routine,
Yeah.
I mean, that is truly one of the best grifts is just like being hot for a living. Because it's like, I'm getting paid to be as healthy as I possibly can. This is awesome.
Right.
Right.
But yeah. But I mean, yeah, anyway. It's just like being bitter about no one liking your shit isn't going to make people like your shit. That's point blank period. Like, just
No,
stop.
and I just see so many sob story like TikToks about like I've been streaming on Twitch for a year, and the most people that ever come on is maybe 2 or 3 people. I've been doing it consistently for a year, and no one cares. And it's like, dude, maybe you're not interested. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you're not interesting to watch. Maybe you don't
Yeah.
have anything going for you.
and also, it's
knows,
20% being
Who
interesting.
knows what it could be, man?
80% luck. So it really is. But anyway.
And also, you have to do that shit and have output for a long time without slowing up at all. You have to just like,
Yeah.
like most people I think that blew up on Twitch early on were people that just stayed in their room and played video games most of the time.
Right.
And so,
Actually, doesn't
They-
sound it like it seems glamorous when you see them on like your Facebook feed or whatever. But like, I wouldn't want to be playing Call of Duty for 8 hours a day. Like I would want
Yeah,
or
it
even,
actually sounds
5,
exhausting.
4
or even
hours a
3.
day.
I usually cut it off after like 2 hours at the most, usually each night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting
like-
to that age where like, yeah, I'm not really like if there's a new game, I'll play that shit into the night. Like when I got this PC, yeah, I was playing this shit well into the night, but that wore off like eventually.
Yeah.
I gotta dust. I've never dusted
And like,
this
unless it's a
motherfucker. I have
story-based
to dust
game
this
now, I
motherfucker.
can't
Plus,
just.
it's been sitting on the ground.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
I didn't dust mine for like a year, so you should be fine.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's reassuring, Tony. Thank you. You're one of those reassuring people I know, Tony.
Nothing bad will happen to your computer. Guaranteed. Never dust it.
Ever.
Don't. Now I feel like I'm being led
Download all the porn you
astray.
want. It'll be fine.
But while we're on video games, Max, is Tales of Arise. What is this shit? Tell us about it.
It's just a fucking JRPG that I got in the mail today. Because I was talking about playing Tales of Symphonia. It's in that vein of stuff. I played the demo. It's pretty cool.
Realm.
And it was on sale on Amazon for like, it's a brand new game, and I got it for like $40. So I was like, yeah, fuck it. And yeah, I mean, that's just to piggyback off that shit. Yeah, this is like a story fucking JRPG, like meant to play for like 80 hours kind of bullshit. So these are the kind of games where I can just marathon because it'll just go forever and there's no online component or like competitiveness to it. But it looks great graphics. And fun game.
Graphics.
Great giraffics. And fun
Great
gameplay.
graphics.
So I'm looking forward to cracking into it.
What if I look like this?
It'd be disappointing. Would be a bad thing.
Or like this one.
Hold on.
What's up, guys?
Dude, what did my face look funny?
Wait, why am I dumb? Yeah, I'm so fucking dumb, dude. I'm literally back on some 4th grade level humor. Oh my god.
Botox
But
face.
seriously, just like my jaw's gone somehow.
Oh my god.
What if my face was ugly?
Hard. Just my face was blasted off, and they made a plastic reconstruction of it. Just
You'd be a freak.
hey guys, are you there?
Answer
Good
me.
stuff. That's good stuff.
This is some top tier. See, this is better promo for the YouTube. You would be able to see what I'm
This is
doing.
Bomedy right here.
You know what
Visual
I mean?
side
You know what I
gags.
mean? That's cool, Max. That's cool. The Japanese.
It's a game
RPG
that I'm gonna
shit.
play.
Did you guys listen to the Lil Nas X album? If we
No.
want to get into music.
I have gotten a recommendation to listen to, but I haven't yet. I didn't even know it came out.
I'm looking forward to his Apex loadout coming out.
I have not listened to really any of it. I watched a couple of the music videos. It's quite a smacker. It reminds me of how Outkast was in like the early 2000s with like Hey
Big
Ya. and
praise.
stuff.
Interesting.
Well, just the seemingly ubiquitous.
Ubicky.
Let me Google that word real quick, and then I'll get back to you.
Ubiquitous is ever present. Kind of.
Yep. The ubiquitous support for it, I think, is what I'm talking about. The ubiquitous popularity of it.
That seems like a pretty likable guy, you know? Pretty neat,
Yeah,
neat dude.
don't have anything bad to say against
His
him at
bussy
all.
water.
And I think his
high pH.
his music, it makes sense that it's popular. In my opinion, I understand the appeal.
Is it a diverse album? Does he do a lot of different kind of stuff on it? Does he do another country banger?
It's a lot of just that kind of upbeat pop kind of guitar 808 shit.
Okay.
I think.
So like mostly posy vibes.
I mean, there's one. I was watching some of the music videos. That's how I was listening to the songs, because I think like damn near every song has a music video that came out the night it was released. It's an impressive rollout. This whole thing, I have to say. The photos, the videos, the jokes on Twitter, everything. It's full
Well
frontal.
packaged.
It's full package. Yeah.
Well, you knew he wasn't going to half-ass it, you know.
Shows package?
He's got to prove he's not a one-hit wonder type guy, you know. Even though
I
he's
mean,
had
he
some bigger
is
bops. He's had
not
some
at
bops.
all. That
No, I know.
was squashed a while ago. I mean,
Right, but I guess not a one-hit wonder, but like a flash in the pan, not one hit. More of like a 2 to 3 years of relevance rather than hopefully like a decade plus, you know? Because there's plenty of guys that have fallen off the map completely, I feel like. But what do I know?
yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I mean, it depends on how he develops as an artist and where he goes from here, and I don't know. But
brand new Lamborghini, fuck a cop car.
there's one song that I think
Just not even the right guy.
Just as gay though.
Oh
I sorry. One of these songs though, I think That's What I Want is the name of it. In the music video, he's literally just getting fucked. He's literally just getting fucked by a guy in the ass.
Just having sex.
Yeah.
He's taking it in the butt.
Yeah. He's got on like barbecue grill gloves and he's spreading and they're pouring like a shampoo bottle of lube on. No, just
Very
respect.
Cool.
It just turns into like
Respect.
hardcore HD 4K porn.
Oh, his name is Montero.
That's one of the gayest reactions I've ever heard.
That's why the album.
Oh, his name
That's-
is Monterrey.
Oh, I want to see.
name.
I want to see Montero. All right.
Gosh,
It's funny as fuck.
Sorry, I'm being a little goofy.
you're too much today, man. Can't
I was gonna
handle
say
it.
I want to seem gay.
I want to be gay.
We're just joking, Dad. Sorry if you hear that.
You're great. Thanks for Steely Dan.
Wait, Nazarani. He put out an album before he popped.
Obviously,
Been a while. It's a bit wild, isn't it?
guess you hopped on the Nas
That's his
train
porn
a little
name.
late.
Wotan Road and then yeah, it's pretty wild where we're at with him now. Anyways, I'll listen to it more. All the sounds sound like they're kind of smacking in their own way.
Dude,
Good for him.
the shit that where he was literally at, there's like videos of him at an elementary school, like playing Old Town Road, and like kids just going ballistic to it.
It's awesome.
It's wild. That
Yeah, I mean, it is perhaps about getting fucked in the ass, riding a dick, but
Think
know
of the
what?
children, man.
that's not for me to figure out. That's for someone
Everyone-
else because I don't know. I don't know where you draw the line on that.
you gotta interpret it in your own way.
Yeah.
It's a song for everybody.
Tony's the reactionary quarter of our podcast with the South Park and be like, remember when he went to a school full of children and breathed his satanic ritual breath on them? I'm just asking questions. I don't
I
know.
wasn't even reading into it too much.
I'm just asking
thinking
the
that
tough questions.
That, like,
Do you think maybe he's the
happened.
Antichrist? I'm just
you think
asking
he's trying
questions.
to bring
I'm
the
not right.
downfall of humanity with gayness?
I'm just trying
Max,
to play devil's
anal
advocate
penetration.
here.
Max, speaking
Yeah.
of important musical figures, you've been getting into some good music recently.
You haven't
I'm
prior,
falling.
ever, but recently you've
No, I never listened to good music. But now I'm into it. Now I think I'm into it. Now
Right.
I fucking I don't know why, but like I woke up one day and I was just like, I'm gonna listen to the 38 special all day. And then I did that, and then I started listening to. I just went down the rabbit hole of classic rock until I was just like, all right, everyone's been telling me to listen to Steely Dan for like my entire life.
A lot of our younger
And they were
listeners
correct.
probably never heard of Steely Dan now.
No, I bet
You
it's
listen to
popular amongst
Steely Dan.
19-year-olds now. It's like the hip thing.
Absolutely.
Is it?
like,
I mean, Fleetwood Mac was trending, so I think classic
well.
rock is like becoming one of the new. Born in the
You guys
wrong
heard of
generation.
this?
I think it's come back
Right.
to just like, man, I was born in the wrong generation. You know,
I mean, I could
back
totally-
when white guys were stealing jazz.
I could totally see kids in high school right now being like, fully just, over like because of how like oversaturated the rap market is. Like I could fully see a whole like wave of just anti. Just a whole wave of I guess classic
Anti-rap.
rock revival. Yeah, anti-rap thought. Or
I
what we
think
call
it doesn't really overlap. I think it's just, dude, the kids now also like to listen to classic rock. I'm sure they listen to plenty of rap as well.
Mhm. Yeah.
But that's
Yeah,
just
I mean,
my-
there's so many different. There's so much variety in rap that you can't really hate all of it. I feel like everyone has at least like, even if they're like, I really
there's
only
even a
like
whole
Insane
genre
Clown
of-
Posse and like MGK.
exactly. There's like a whole genre of rap that's palatable for angry white dudes.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And,
it's such a diverse genre now. Yeah.
The commonality between all of it is it's all about a brand new Lamborghini, fuck a cop car. Oh shit!
Good day.
Yeah, where the fuck is Mario Judah?
He's around.
He's also a little homophobic, dude. He's like, real rock stars don't twerk. I think we've said that on this podcast, and it's like
probably. Then fuck
real
him.
rock stars do
Zach
what
Fox
they want.
pointed it out. Fucking what's his name? Little Richard was gay as the day is long. And, he basically invented rock and roll. So sucker,
It's like,
my
well,
dick.
Mario,
Wasn't
you have red hair.
Freddie Mercury
so
gay
get over
too?
it.
Right, Freddie Mercury.
Ever heard of that guy?
John. What do you guys think? Did you guys? Oh, by the way, did we talk about 9/11 last episode? I guess not.
No, I don't think so.
I don't
Vaguely,
think we
maybe.
mentioned it.
Sad that it happened. For sure.
Yeah,
Remember
that was
where
crazy.
I was.
Anyways,
I remember
it's
where
crazy
I
that we were
was.
old enough for that, and it was 20 years ago.
Oh yeah,
That's-
that is crazy.
Pretty fire. It's pretty crazy.
Pretty fire memory to have.
Anyways, yeah, pretty dope to know that.
Yeah.
Glad I had that memory in this storage.
I'm glad I
sure.
was there. Glad I had to ask my dad, are terrorists coming to kill us when I was a young boy, and he had to assure me they weren't.
I'm like legitimately glad that honestly when it happened, I just kind of took it as, wait, this just happens all the time, right? And like, I'm not like,
Same.
yeah, it's like, that's
Part of
the
me did
fucked
that
up
too.
thing. It's like, I don't say that to like diminish the fact that it sucked, but I'm also just like, wait, this is just war, right?
I have nothing to
Like-
reference against. If I was alive for 30
Yeah.
years before that, I'd
Maybe.
be like, wow, this is like the World Trade Center bombing, but even crazier.
Right, I
Yes.
didn't even fucking like remember that shit happened. That there was already a previous like bombing in the World Trade Center before that.
Yeah, it's always the crazy thing. 93, I believe.
Yeah, before my
Yeah,
time.
man. And they did nothing to improve the security of it, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways,
But
Brutal.
anyways, R.I.P.
R.I.P. the Fallen. Matrix Resurrections. What do we
Man,
think?
watch that trailer.
The fucking I don't know. I had pretty mixed feelings about the trailer.
Same.
Like the fucking, like just how, especially how it opened, and like Neil Patrick Harris is sitting there, and he's like, "We don't say that word here." I'm like, "You're Barney."
Yeah, you're How I Met Your Mother guy.
Like, get out of here, Barney.
You're
like,
Dr. Horrible to me. So.
like I
Wow, I forgot about that.
love Neil Patrick Harris because I love How I Met Your Mother, but I don't foresee me liking his role in this movie. But maybe I'll be wrong.
Yeah.
I don't foresee
Neil Patrick
me
Harris could get
liking-
away with never doing anything else ever again. And
Right.
that would probably be the best
Yeah,
move.
the Harold and
he could make.
Kumar trilogy and How I Met Your Mother, and he's that's basically like like Harrison Ford with the the Star Wars and
A great
Indiana Jones
move for
trilogy.
him would be to stop.
He never did anything besides those.
Yeah.
Three, those
If
two
he
trilogies.
just
I mean-
stopped.
I don't know.
NPH,
Just kidding.
yeah.
No, he just feels like he's like one of those like millennial actors that's just like, all right, dude, if you're like pushing the limits of like, you could like tip off of the edge of just being like a dude that's like got a great legacy into a dude that's just like James Corden level, like obnoxious.
I think
Yeah.
he keeps it all right. I mean,
He does keep it a buck.
he keeps it all right.
I think he just can't.
I mean,
ever
the
get past the
unfortunate
TV stigma.
event-
TV
The
actor.
Unfortunate Events movie looked kind of wild to me.
Yeah.
Like
Wa-
him
wasn't
being
he in
kind of
the
old
show?
off. I didn't understand, but what?
It was a show. He wasn't.
Yeah,
the,
that's what I
right?
mean.
That was pretty good stuff.
Jim Carrey was the guy in the movie.
But yo, this trailer, I know it's been out for a little while, but I also have mixed feelings on it, Tony. I'm excited. I'll see the movie. I'm not excited for the massive popular resurgence of Matrix because I've been getting back. I got back into it like a couple months ago, and I really like kind of like the core themes of it and shit, and just the movie in general is incredible.
Absolutely. I rewatched it when I like first moved here.
Yeah,
like 2
the
years
ideas
ago.
in that movie. But like to see all the memes and shit come back up about it, it's going to be really exhausting.
Well, it's just like kill me now if there's gonna be like some fucking like red pill sort of like know like
Tony, kill it. Just kill. Tony's such a movie fan because that's exactly what his head goes. It's like, kill me now if there's dialogue.
If there's gonna be some fucking ham-fisted red pill like Marvel.
Let's take the red pill. Wait, no, we actually have to take the blue pill because we voted for Biden.
Right, like just. I
pray that's not what happens.
The old movies were back when movies had like their own tone, relatively.
Right.
But like now all action movies feel like Marvel movies, and I just don't want this to feel like that, but I feel like it will.
Very well put.
Yeah.
I don't think it will. I do feel like it'll feel like a later Wachowski movie. But I'm not sure. It's going to be great to see Keanu Reeves and
Trinity,
Carrie-Anne Moss on screen again. And the fighting looks to be promising. But yeah, if it's going to do some like, actually the Matrix films are fake, I'm like, no, I'm good. That's like telling me the Lord of the Rings is fake, and it's actually...
I've actually
that was in some hobbit's head the whole time.
I had some long conversations like with my roommate and with my other buddy Connor about like what the original trilogy is even about, and I'll have to send you guys this Reddit post about what it's actually about. But like what it's, I feel like I can sum it up relatively well, and it's there's a lot of people that like try and put counter arguments to it, but they all kind of fall short if you fully grasp like what it is. And it's basically that everything that happens in the entire original trilogy is just a simulation. And Keanu Reeves is a program Neo is a program that doesn't know he's a program.
Right.
That the machines have created so that they can blind themselves from the truth and kind of understand what it means to be human.
It's even deep. Wait. Can I guess?
Yeah.
Because it's even deeper than that. Because Neo, if you watch Reloaded, Neo is not just Neo. Because there's actually like trillions of Neos. Because the simulation's that big. There's all these variations of choices. But he's actually got to be the one Neo that chooses to sacrifice himself and succeed and break the loop. So he's not only a program, but he's like an extra special version of that program.
Right. Yeah. That has to understand humanity, basically our ability to make decisions that aren't based on logic, that aren't ones and zeros, like because we have love, compassion, pain, all that kind of stuff. Robots don't have that. They're not human. They can't understand it. And so
because he has that, he's able to break out of that. And basically, and like, so we know in the third one, when he goes into the machine world, like the real world where Zion, like the human hive is, and where the machines have taken over the earth, he gets blinded and he still sees like code. So right then and there, it's telling you like this is obviously not reality either, and it doesn't really even make sense if you think about it from like the that's
typical.
True, interesting.
If you, like, you could think about it from like the typical like, the main character, the protagonist like wins and beats the robots like type thing, but it doesn't really make sense when you think about it from that perspective because. A lot of reasons, but one, what the fuck are they talking about returning to the source? Like, that's not a, you know what I'm saying? It's obviously a program being told that it needs to return
source code.
Yeah. It's like, they're telling you in the movie, it doesn't really, people like struggled to understand some of the counter arguments were like, if the matrix within a matrix theory is true, then that means the whole thing was meaningless. Humans were just programmed inside a machine when they started, and it's like, yeah, it's a bleak fucking future. Like humans
It's
have been
also
wiped
a
out.
Simulation theory that we're in a simulation, even
Right,
though
exactly.
we can create simulations.
Right, and they're like, other counter arguments are like, if that were true, the robots wouldn't have supplied the humans with a version of history where in which they violently wipe out the human beings. And it's like, it doesn't, dude, they could run a billion simulations, one where that history's one way, one where it's the other way. It's like, none of that matters. Like you're thinking like you're trying to.
You're thinking like a doo-doo head.
You're thinking like you're trying to get into the minutia of the decisions the robots make. It's like, bro, they can run simulations are nothing or like no effort. Just they could run a billion of them with
it's just a random scattering of code.
Right. And so basically the theory would be that like during the events of the movie, humans could have been extinct for an indiscriminate amount, unimportant amount of time. It's just it could be thousands of years later, and the robots are like, okay, like what do we do now? Like what? Or alternatively, my roommate actually made me think of this. It could be like a future where like what Musk is doing with linking our brains with AI. Like maybe we do that and we've merged with AI, but it's thousands of years in the future, and we've lost what it means to be human, and this is like our attempt to rediscover it, more or less.
Right.
Which I thought was pretty cool twist to that.
This could be interesting. It could be interesting. I'm kind of annoyed with how the Matrix movies, like in the movie, like they're showing clips from the old Matrix movie. Like I don't know if I'm ready for for them to be so directly meta. That level of meta where they're like, oh yeah, the Matrix films which came out in 2000, like if they start saying that and they start saying like the Wachowskis and stuff, like
I hadn't even thought of that.
Yeah, then I'm gonna be like, I'm really kind of annoyed because I just feel like that's I don't know. I don't like that. I want the lore to exist. I like the world that it exists in because it's a great trilogy. Yeah. It's a great arc.
I would like for it to build on that theory. But I don't foresee that happening, which would be sad because maybe that would disprove it. But I'll have to send you guys the fucking shit. We'll put it in the Discord for people that want to check it out if anyone's listening from that, or like share it around because I think it is the best. I've read a lot of theories.
Put it in the movie discussion.
Yeah.
By the way, if you guys are listening and want to join the Discord, if you guys are listening and want to join the Discord, the link is in our description, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
I am excited, but I'm tempering my expectations for it.
We could probably
reel it in.
Save the rest of this shit. Get the vaccine, everyone, please. The Met Gala.
Do it.
I don't really have much to say about it.
Idiot.
I guess the dress, the AOC dress, but
the dress is good for memes, like all the different stuff people are photoshopping on it.
God, it got memed a lot.
Bad
Jesus,
stuff.
I mean, I contributed to that, but still, got memed a lot. It's like a new huge meme.
Mm-hmm. Classic.
But yeah, I got 2 ball sack and penis related things.
Okay, I'm in.
Ex-wrestler told a story that Ric Flair like cornered a flight attendant on a flight and swung his penis around naked in front of her and like demanded that she suck it apparently or touch it, and he like put her hand on it.
That's bad.
Basically assaulted a woman.
That's pretty bad.
So fuck Ric Flair. I wonder what he has to say about that. And then Nicki Minaj just doing this anti-vax stuff. Just why do celebrities have to do this in public? Why do they have to do this in public? Why can't you just ask questions to people that are experts? Like, why can't you just do that? Why do you just have to broadly like speak out? Why can't you come to a conclusion yourself instead of people having to take your side? Yeah, she went on, she didn't go on Tucker Carlson, but she's been featured topic on Tucker Carlson for nights and nights, and she's retweeted it, and it's just like, God, this is unfortunate. But
any publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, But it's really sad because she's like one of the best rappers of all time, and she's just doing this, and she's better than this.
Yeah.
You know? She's better than this bullshit.
It's like,
So
yeah, it's like, is it a fight for
disappointing.
relevance, or is she just an idiot? Like, that's kind of where I'm at with it.
I think she's very bold. She's a very outspoken person, and it gets shit moving a little bit. Doesn't matter. And it's entertainment. She's an entertainer. So
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit of both. So
Yeah.
it is what it is. Part of what makes her Nicki Minaj, I guess. But
Yeah, I suppose.
anyways, folks, that was pleasant and enjoyable. Hopefully Max you were skipping a lot during that episode, but we'll see.
You
how
were
it
good
sounds.
for me, only twice for me, and I'm since I'm the one recording, it shouldn't.
Yeah,
be
Sony
good.
was
too
fine.
bad.
So yeah,
That's
I
good,
mean,
that's
it's
good.
clear it's your problem. So
Yeah, I'm just kidding. Fix it.
I will edit it to sound good no matter what, because you're going to be recording. So
no, I'll have my router next week, so it should
I'll have my
resolved.
router. Tony, what are you doing right now? And what are
Router.
you doing, Max? Also, I know you're going to work.
I'm going to work.
Okay, Tony, what do you do?
Nothing specific. I got some errands to run, but I mean, could run a
Always
few
got errands to run on
rounds.
the weekends. Just so many fucking errands. Do your fucking errands during the week.
I gotta get grocery. What am I supposed to do that?
Can
Like go after work?
I should probably feed myself too. All right, well, how about we finish our errands and then do some shit?
Yeah. I haven't got anything to do for the rest of the day besides that, and maybe hit the gym.
I gotta buy vegetables and also vegetables.
That's what I'm saying.
Gotta buy vegetables. Two types. Oh, I gotta hit the ATM so I can buy some vegetables later.
Right. Tomorrow's gonna be a work day. I'm gonna do this episode and some other stuff. But anyways,
Beautiful.
folks, we really appreciate you listening. Please consider subscribing to the YouTube if you enjoyed this. Like I said, don't even have to watch it. Just subscribe, maybe like a video or two, and never watch it again. Don't give a shit. Just be a subscriber.
Never again.
Never watch it again.
watch it.
Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram. Join the Discord. Follow me on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Mosquito Dorito. Maybe I'll get Deathloop soon. Probably not. Maybe next pay period. And then stream it. But yeah. And the boys. I think our Twitches are all in the description as well. So anyways, thank you. Woke and Boke forever. Peace out. Bye.